Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Sorry, I'm always like touching my face and stuff. Okay, welcome to my channel. Before you leave, if you could like, subscribe, and share my video, I would love it so much. Today's video is going to be a dry shampoo review. So I've been trying a bunch of dry shampoos and I thought that I would review them for you so that you don't have to. And maybe you're familiar with some of these and maybe you're not. I bought this little pack. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah. This thing on Ulta's website. So it says that it is a 5-piece sampler kit. It doesn't say if it's like their best sellers or anything like that, but it was only $12.99, so I thought I would give it a try because normally travel size anything is really expensive. So I don't know, I just saw this and thought this would be a good thing to try. So I have these 5 and then I have 2 extra that I already had used up, so I thought I would just add those kind of into the mix. Side note, thank you so much for the love on the last video where my husband did my makeup. He thinks he's famous now and thinks that he's a rock star, so thank you for that, kind of. My drink of choice today is a LaCroix. Normally I hate them, but there's a new one that's limoncello, and it's not the worst thing I've ever tasted. Is it the best thing I've ever tasted? No. But it's not bad. My plan is to mix this with a sugar-free, keto type sweet and sour mix and tequila tonight because we're kid-free. So we'll see what happens. Normally alcohol gives me a migraine, so we'll see what happens. Anywho, okay, so the first one we're gonna talk about is this one. So I don't know why I do this because my phone, I review or film with my phone, so it doesn't actually focus. So most people on videos, they do this so that it focuses. I just want to feel like I'm a part of the in crowd. So this is the dry shampoo. Can you see? There we go. Okay, so this is the IGK Charcoal Detox Dry Shampoo. So I have used this. I've actually gone through a full size of this before. So this says it is a powerful dry shampoo that cleanses even the most oily hair and scalp with oil erasing, odor eliminating charcoal powder. So full disclosure, the reason I bought this initially is because of my dark hair. So I do like this. It does not make my scalp itch, which is usually my biggest complaint with dry shampoos, especially drugstore dry shampoos. I do think it does help with oil. My only complaint with this, if I was going to have one, is that it does have a little bit of a grit, or like you can feel it in your hair and it leaves like a texture. So if you like that, because you need a little like texture or grit to get your hair to kind of do anything, my hair's really slippery, so this is kind of one of the perks to this if that's what you're into. The downside is that it has that. So it's kind of up to you on whether or not that's a pro or a con. I don't mind it, depending on how I'm gonna wear my hair. So if I'm trying to wear my hair down for like the next day or the next day or the next day, I don't love it. But if I'm gonna wear my hair up like in a messy bun or a top knot, I do kind of like that grit because it helps me have like messy ponytails and things like that that kind of require my hair to not have as much slip. It does not have like an offensive smell. I'll spray it in here and see if I can try to remember what it smells like. It smells clean, just kind of clean, not overly perfumey or anything like that. It does just come out like that. It doesn't make my hair chalky looking or anything like that. I don't think any dry shampoo makes your hair look shiny per se, but overall, I do really like this one. Okay, the next one is the Kenra Volume Dry Shampoo. I used to use this religiously. I think I've gone through probably, I don't know, 4 full sizes of these. This says it is instantly refreshes, lifts, bodifies hair at the roots, translucent, volume enhancing spray, absorbs excess oils, impurities while building the ideal foundation for styling. So that's this one by Kenra. I don't know that it's translucent per se. I do think it can leave a little bit of a white cast. I think every dry shampoo, you have to remember to shake it a lot before you spray it out. This again has like a pretty mild scent. Nothing crazy, nothing that is like noteworthy that I think is offensive or anything like that. I do love this dry shampoo. Like, this is one of my like OG all-time favorites. I don't remember why I stopped using it. I can't remember honestly, but this is one of my favorites. I do love this, and I do think it is good for sensitive skin and sensitive scalp. Okay, the next one is the chlorine one. This one I had heard of, but I have never used it before. So I'll show you that one up close. I don't know if you can see it. This says it's the dry shampoo with oat milk. Award-winning, ultra-gentle dry shampoo with plant-based ingredients, eliminates oil, dirt, and odors. Hair is clean with added volume and texture. So the notes I made about this one, since I had never tried it, was that it did not... this is the one I've been using most recently. It is like when you spray it in the cap, it's very powdery. It also has like a very clean scent. I don't know where my notes are for this one. It has a very clean scent. I did really like this. It did make my hair a little bit like textured like the IGK one, but nothing crazy. It did leave a little bit more of a white cast than some of the other ones, but if I just kind of raked my hands through my hair and through my roots, it went away, which is typically what happens with any dry shampoo. I kind of have to do this. It does say to, I mean, it's not in English, but you do kind of leave this on your roots for 2 minutes before doing that, and then you can kind of brush it through. I try to do that with almost all dry shampoos, or I'll try to spray it in my hair at night before I go to bed versus doing it fresh in the morning. But I did really like this. I do believe that the full size is fairly expensive though, so, but overall, like if you can look at the caps, I don't know if you can see this. The Kenra one does look pretty clean. The IGK one, you can kind of see it's a little milky, but this one does look very powdery in the cap. But I do like that one too. Okay, the TG one, this is the Bedhead Rockaholic Dirty Secret Dry Shampoo. It says it absorbs excess oil, adds unbelievable texture to keep hair rockin' one more night. This one I did find my notes on. It does have a very strong scent. It's like a very citrusy scent, but it is strong. I don't love the scent of this, honestly. And all of these show as flammable, just so you know. I don't think the Bedhead one is showing that it's flammable, but the other 3 do show as flammable. This one does not. But the scent is super strong. It didn't bother me because it's not perfumey, but it's very citrusy smelling. If you're familiar with their scents, it reminds me of whatever their shampoo is that's orange. I cannot for the life of me remember what it was, but I used to use it all the time in high school. It does not have a white cast, and I did actually really like this. It did make my hair feel clean. It did not have a white cast. It did not make my hair feel gritty or gross or anything like that, and it did do the job. But the scent is very strong, so if you're sensitive to smells at all, avoid this one. It's definitely the strongest scented out of most of, I think it's probably the second strongest scented one. Okay, the last one in the box is the Living Proof one. Now this one has a lot of recommendations from some of the Instagrammers that I follow. But I think some of it is also because they get codes from them and I assume get commission from them. So this is the Living Proof one, and it's called the Perfect Hair Day Dry Shampoo. It says it actually cleans hair, and then it says fast acting powders soak up not only oil but also sweat and odor. Then our patented molecule allows for easy removal, so hair looks, feels, and smells cleaner. Go longer between washing. My notes on this say it does have a scent. So it's kind of a cologne-ish type scent. I said light citrus, but I think it's more like cologne mixed with citrus. I don't know. It's definitely a scent, and it's somewhat of a strong scent. So if you're, again, not keen on scents, I would say avoid this one. It does have a very strong sprayer too, so I would kind of hold further back than some of the other ones. It does have a white cast initially, but that does go away. It did make my scalp itch just a little bit, but it was not something terrible or something that I couldn't deal with, and it did not cause like flakes necessarily, but it did make my scalp itch just a little. But it did leave my hair feeling clean, and it did leave my hair not feeling gritty or anything like that. Have I ever, with any dry shampoo, felt like I just got out of the shower and blow dried my hair clean? Never. This might be the closest to that feeling, but I don't think it feels clean per se. But overall, I think if I had to choose out of these 5, I don't know. I did really like the Living Proof one, but I don't know if I could choose out of the 5 which one I like the most. I don't know. I think if I had really short hair, I would really like this one. The IGK one, because of the grit, because I think I would need it to kind of, and I'm talking like a pixie cut or something like that. I think I would need the grit to kind of get my hair to have some movement. I think the Living Proof thus far is maybe my favorite, just because it didn't make my hair feel gritty at all. But I do really like the Chlorine and the Kenra one a lot too. So the other 2 that I have used up entirely. I have used up this is a drugstore one. It's called Not Your Mother's, and it's the Beach Babe Dry Texturizing Dry Shampoo. And I got the Toasted Coconut scent. Now, typically, coconut's not really my jam. I don't really like the taste of it that much unless it's like raw, unsweetened coconut. But as far as like artificial coconut scents, I don't love them. The only reason I bought this was on a recommendation from a girl that I know that has really long dark hair, and I was looking for a dry shampoo that was drugstore that would not leave a white cast in my hair. I have used almost the entire bottle. I used this as like a backup when I needed something but didn't want to use like my more expensive ones. Did I love it? It's not terrible. I think I do have a little bit left, so I'm gonna spray it on this like cloth that I have right here, see if I can get the smell. It's not really a coconut scent, to be honest. It kind of smells a lot like the ColourPop setting spray, like the face setting spray that I have. Is it terrible? No. Do I love it? No, but it did not leave a white cast in my hair. So if you're looking for like a drugstore version that does not leave a white cast, and it did not make my scalp itch. So, and it is a large size. It's a 7 ounce, which is bigger than most dry shampoos that you can buy at the drugstore. And then last, I have the Monat one. I've had, you've heard me mention this. I've had 3 or 4 of these. I do really like this one. This is kind of one of those things that even if I never used their shampoo and conditioner again, I do really, really like this one. Let me see if I can hear it. This is the only one I think that does not have butane in it. It is cruelty-free and vegan. I don't know that any of the other ones claim to be cruelty-free or vegan. I don't see like the little rabbit on the back of them. Let me look. Oh, wait. So the IGK one says that it is cruelty-free and vegan as well. Let me look at any of these. I know that Kenra is made, it used to be made in Indianapolis. I don't know if it currently is or not for all the locals. When I worked in a salon a long time ago, it used to be. I don't see anything on the back from the chlorine one that says that, but I know that sometimes they don't put stuff on the smaller sizes. So not sure about that. Let's see about this one. I don't see anything about them saying that either. Oh, this one is never tested on animals, it says. But it says the finished product is only tested on human staff, never on animals. So I don't know if that's like a funny way of getting around saying that they test on animals in the beginning stages, but just not the finished product. I'm not really sure. I don't really know how that works. So if you know the answer to that, let me know. I don't know. But anyways, this one says that it's vegan and cruelty free. Anywho, let me see if I can, I don't know if I can, I think I've used every bit of this left. Yeah. It doesn't have a strong smell either. It doesn't, I think most of Monat products smell more cologne-y than like sweet scents or anything like that. I think I've used literally all that can be used out of this. Yeah, I don't think there's anything left in this. But most of their stuff smells more cologne-y than anything, but it's not like a strong off-putting scent. I will say, I know that Batiste is like everybody's cult favorite for the drugstore, but I cannot use that. I've used different scents. They're way too scented for me. And I've used the brunette one and it makes my scalp like on fire. I cannot use it. I know a lot of people that do, but just for me, I cannot use it. And I would love to use it because it's so inexpensive and I can go through them pretty quickly, but it's not for me. I can't do it. I think that pretty much wraps it up. So in the end, I think these two are probably my favorites, like just off the bat. But like I said, if I had like a pixie cut or really short hair that needed a little bit of grit, I do really like the IGK one, and I did use this for a really long time. And I will continue, like I will use all of the travel sizes up. Like I don't waste things, so I will definitely use all of these, and I don't really have a whole lot of bad things to say about any of them. Like I said, the Kenra Volume Dry Shampoo, I use their texture spray, which I totally love, but I did use this for a really long time and loved it. The chlorine one, that's the one I've been using probably the last 4 or 5 days. And I do really like it. And all of the travel sizes, I used each of them for 5 days each. So I have been testing them for a while because I wanted to make sure that I gave each of them like their own review. I didn't mix any of them, so I made sure that I used all of them prior to, like I would get out of the shower, the next day I would use one, and then I would use that one only until I washed my hair again, and then I would switch. So I've been trying these each for a long time. it's kind of been a long process, but I really do like all of them. So if you guys could let me know what your favorite dry shampoos are, that would be awesome, because I would love to try them. I'm always on the hunt for dry shampoo. So let me know what you think. And then if you guys have any video ideas, Brian wants to be in another video. So if you have any videos that he can be in that you guys would want to see, let me know too. Like I said, he's convinced that he is famous now. So if there's any videos you want to see him in, or you want to see my little snack gremlins in, let me know. I would love to film them. Thank you so much, as always, for watching and liking and subscribing and being a part of our family. I appreciate it so much.